Dan Copel, lead designer for the multiplayer project. This is Multiplayer-Troina. It's a Sicily map. What happened here historically was after the Allies pushed the Axis out of North Africa, they wanted to move their way up towards Germany and Europe, and Sicily is off of Italy, so taking out Sicily and controlling Sicily first would lead up into an invasion into Italy.
This is Alexander Conserva, programmer on the multiplayer team. Domination is a mode that we brought over from Call of Duty United Offensive. It's a very popular mode, one of the team's favorites to play, because it offers the opportunity for a huge amount of action, and that's what everybody really wants now. This map is particularly well suited to domination. I mean, basically the premise of domination is that there are 5 different flags in the map. You've got to go capture the flag and then hold the flag for as long as you can. If you capture all 5 flags, your team wins the map. Or if you gather enough points to trip the score limit, you'll also win the map. I mean, that was actually one of the big changes that we made from United Offensive, is we didn't feel that that the domination had enough of a incentive to be defensive to really hold on to the flags, and that there was too much offense, that people could continuously be running around capturing flags. This map is really exceptional for this game mode. I mean, with its tight, narrow streets, with all the places to hide, with the different levels where you could be in the top of a 3rd-story building or coming up out of an underground passageway. It's really epic. I'd like to say this is probably was my favorite map when we were playing during development, because this is, just the look of this map is really awesome. I mean, the map designer Paul Sandler went to great extents to make this map as realistic and accurate as possible.
One of the interesting things in our research, Paul did tons of research on this map to get it to look like, for both the single player and the multiplayer map that we have as Troina. The interesting thing is, you'll notice in the skybox is the volcano, and that actually was a real volcano going on during the battle. I mean, off in the distance. It'd just be amazing being part of the 1st Infantry and fighting in a city, and all of a sudden looking up and seeing this active volcano. This is definitely a map for that kind of feel too, because as Alex mentioned, it's so narrow, so tight, lots of little cubby holes to hide in. I mean, sniper heaven here like crazy, and that so leads to the opens itself for domination. Is that you come, you hold a flag, you go find a couple spots, and you wait for the other side to come. You know they're coming, because when you start that flag off, they know that you're there, they know you took it, they know somebody's around, so they're looking for you. And then you're just sort of waiting for them to come around the corner.
The center section of the map, I think, is really key to the entire gameplay. I mean, that's where the most dramatic fighting goes on, because it's where all the roads lead. There's the 3 roads coming to the one spot, and then so people end up there fairly often. And also there's that center flag that everybody wants to grab. It's a really cool place to fight. There's all sorts of niches and cubby holes. There's a really great spot down one of the streets up in the 2nd floor balcony, where you can set up an LMG that's perfect for just holding down that flag, or maybe taking some defenders off the flag. This section right here is just where your fiercest firefights are going to go on. So I'd almost recommend saving this flag till last.
One definite ability plus about that is the fact that the middle flag is going to be it's equal distance from both of the spawn points. But then one of the negative parts about that is, while you're trying to fight this, it leaves you, you have to control, to actually win the match by taking all 5 flags, you have to keep control of the 2 flags closest to their base while you're trying to assault a flag in the middle of the map. And that actually, I think, would be a pretty hard thing to do. I mean, but then again, controlling all 5 flags at the same time is difficult to do anyways. So.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things is that a lot of times in domination, what people will tend to do is they'll get caught in a little trap. What happens is they'll focus on one flag. Like, they'll go and try to grab it, and they'll die, and then they'll really make it a point in their head that they got to get that one flag.
The other thing about all that is that's why it's so good in this map, is that there are so many small, extra passageways to get through. It's like they don't know how you're going to get to that next flag. You got definitely a lot of different ways to do that, and if there's defenders taking one of the routes away from you, you can always try a different route to get to where you're trying to go to.